Hello, guys, and I am here for some game day bingo. Happy to be here for some of this lunchtime action as we got some great prizes here in front of us. We got a 47 ball or less minor prize sitting at 52 balls or less. We got that mega jackpot, 10 grand you could take home in 45 balls or less, and $1,000 available on that major prize you could take home in 48 balls or less. Should be all a lot of fun as I'm going to be streaming the next 12 games of game day bingo with you guys live on the Pilot TVs, Player Connect at pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So hopefully you guys are checking out those streams. Shoot us out a message if you are checking out one of those streams, and we'll shoot you out some luck as you get on after this awesome bingo playing day. As you guys are getting after this awesome bingo playing day, the TVs unwrapped and installed. Those locations are Parker's Laugh Stop Bar and Liquor Store, The Doghouse, Vining Place, Beck's Burger, Lefty's Bar and Grill, The R Bar, as well as Roundup Bar. Congratulations to all those locations and a little bit of luck going out to you guys as you play some of this game day bingo throughout today. As you guys are competing through this game day bingo, you're trying to take home some jackpot prizes. We've been able to give out 18 jackpots over the last 7 days and 138 jackpots during this season 15. We just added two more players to that list as we saw two amazing jackpots over $600 go out on a lovely Monday. It was definitely a lot of fun seeing those awesome prizes go out as our first jackpot prize on Monday went out to Kelsey also over at the 10 spot Royalton. They took home $1,349. Congratulations to you, Kelsey, also taking home that amazing prize. Also playing at the great location 10 spot Royalton. Some really awesome stuff there going out to you. We then had a second jackpot go out on Monday, and that went out to Sofa King High over at the new 46, taking home a nice $5,385 prize. Great job to you, Sofa King High, as we saw a lot of great prizes go out outside of those jackpots, as we saw some great $300 prizes, $400 prizes hit lucky players' iPads. But there's some real sizable prizes you can be getting after as you are playing. Some of those great prizes are in our e-tabs, and you can find some great e-tab action by playing our great new e-tab game, Nile Treasure 2. Before I get into the details of Nile Treasure 2, let's announce our winner in this game as we work on this $25 must-go. And there it is. We have our winner, Gumby, over at the Broadway Pizza, Coon Rapids, taking on that $25 prize. Great job to you, Gumby, in this awesome game number one of this lovely Tuesday. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number two with that minor prize, clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less, getting more exciting as we play these awesome matchups. So keep on getting enrolled with me as we play these amazing games. But if you guys aren't playing these amazing games, like I said, check out Nile Treasure 2. You can dive into the enchanted world of pharaohs and treasures as we just released a few weeks ago that amazing Nile Treasure sequel, a decade in the making. Some epic bonuses await as you can check out the Ancient Chest bonus, where you can choose wisely from 3 chests for instant prizes, giant super symbols, and wild scarabs, triggering sticky wilds. You can also check out the Magic Temple bonus, where you can pick a chest to reveal a lucky symbol, then enjoy 5 free plays where the lucky symbols replace wilds. Trigger more Magic Temple bonuses for extra spins and surprises. So play Nile Treasure 2 at your favorite MegaSota bar today. It's definitely an awesome one. It's a great new eTab game, and it's a lot of fun that it is a sequel to the amazing eTab that you guys have been enjoying for so long, Nile Treasure. Now, Nile Treasure 2 brings that excitement to a whole new level. So definitely go check it out. You can see a preview of that brand new eTab game on our Facebook page. All you got to do to find that amazing Facebook page is search up Pilot Games. Once you search that up, you'll see our logo. Click on that and then give us a like and follow so you can stay up to date with all these great options like weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. Also, check out our website link on that Facebook page. As soon as you can click that, it connects you to our link tree, which has all the info you'll need. It has a bar location tab where it takes you to a map where you can find all the locations you can play Pilot Games. Takes you to our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, as well as pgl.world and more. So just the hub of all things Pilot Games is right there available off that Facebook page. So go and give it a like and follow so you can stay up to date with all this awesome big money action. As we are getting enrolled into our own big money action in this game right here, game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. Just 15 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming matchup. I'll be going over an awesome bingo schedule with you guys as we play great live bingo every single day. And I'm here Monday through Friday to play some awesome lunchtime bingo with you guys from 12 to 1. During this 12 to 1 time, we always play 12 games of game day bingo, trying to give out that minor, major, and a mega prize. Every time that minor prize does not go out, it clicks up 2 balls, getting more exciting each and every game. For example, if we don't give it out in this game, it'll be clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less, getting more exciting. Definitely great action there. The major prize clicks up in ball count every $1,000, and that mega prize clicks up every $10,000. And it's a great time playing that game day bingo. I'll be leaving you guys off to play your own unhosted bingo at 1 p.m. And it's definitely going to be worth an opportunity to take home a huge cash prize. As 1 p.m., you'll get one singular opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo. In that Lucky 4 Bingo game, you have $131,135 available, and that's only going to grow as you guys get enrolled into that amazing matchup, the largest jackpot available today. From 1 all the way till 4 p.m., you'll then hop back into that game day bingo, working on whatever prizes I was not able to give out during this lunchtime bingo. At 4 p.m., you'll then play your second opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo. Now, this time it is again only one opportunity at 4 p.m. But if that $131,000 didn't go out at 1, it may be even larger by the time you play at 4 p.m. Then I'll be back during a 4 to 6 happy hour bingo as I am here Monday through Friday. Outside of those Wednesday nights, I'm always here for that game day bingo from 4 to 6 as I play those awesome 23 matchups, trying to give out that minor, major, and mega prize, what's grown throughout the day. At 6 p.m., we'll then play our third and final opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo. Maybe the largest jackpot today if none of that action went out during that 1 or 4 p.m. opportunity, as that $131,000 is a doozy to get after. So don't miss out on all your opportunities of Lucky 4 Bingo. Before I get into more of that bingo past 6 p.m., we do have a winner here, as Hippie over at the Main Street Pub is taking home $17.30 on that amazing Musco prize. Great job to you, Hippie, as we now get enrolled into our game number 3. In this game number 3, that minor prize is clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less, getting more exciting. We'll see if Hippie can, get a nice win in this upcoming game as you won that awesome Musco prize in that one. $87 already available on that minor prize and only growing as you guys get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. But back to the live bingo schedule, as we do have a fun night tonight, as we actually are going to have a third and great specialty night happening, as we usually only have 2 broadcasts a day during our week, as we usually go from 12 to 1 and then from 4 all the way till 6 playing some awesome game day bingo with you guys live. But tonight, we are going to be interrupting the game day bingo that runs from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. That's normally unhosted with a Mega Soda game night. This happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki should be there giving out a bunch of PGL points as well as some fantastic prizes. For example, a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale that will be able to be won tonight in 54 balls or less is currently sitting at $30,214. And that will be only larger by the time you guys play that amazing game. So make sure you're out right at 6:40 tonight for that MegaSota game night action. After MegaSota game night finishes off, you'll then play more game day bingo to end off your night all the way till 10 p.m. But if you guys are curious about what that MegaSota game night action is looking like for tonight, you guys will be starting off with a game of Pride of Minnesota right at 6:40. This will be the high-low matchup where the best player in the state takes home a first place prize and the worst player in the state takes home a first place prize. It'll be followed up with some ice fishing derby where you'll have an opportunity at a largemouth jackpot and smallmouth jackpot or some really good cash. You'll then play 2 games of game day bingo, another great PGL matchup coming up at 6:30 then, as you'll play some open season, and ending off with Winter Wonderland and the grand finale Jackpot Jungle. So don't miss out on all that great action tonight. If you enjoy that PGL action and you want some more of it, come out for a Wild Wednesday tomorrow. That happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Me and Jordy should be there giving out a boatload of PGL points as well as some fantastic bingo prizes along with it. It should be a blast to play, so don't miss out on the amazing opportunity at Wild Wednesday tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But like I said, tonight's a big night as well, 6:40 Mega Soda game night action. If you plan on coming out for either of those nights, or you have been coming out for those nights to play some of that great bingo, hopefully you're signed up at pgl.world so you can earn those points to compete for our top 10 standings, which I should be covering later on in the broadcast. But back to this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We got balls dropping, working on some awesome prizes, as we have $93 available on the minor prize at 56 balls or less, $1,000 on the major prize at 48 balls or less, and 10 grand on the mega that you can take home in 45 balls or less. As we wait to see who ends up taking home this great prize, I would like to highlight an amazing national day, as this one can kickstart your day in some fun fashion, as this National Kahlua Day. National Kahlua Day on February 27th recognizes the rich cream coffee liqueur that also serves up a great many delicious desserts. The alcoholic beverage adds to cocktails and adult flavored desserts equally well. To celebrate, you may want to use Kahlua, a coffee flavored rum based liquor, to flavor your ice cream or other desserts such as cheesecake or cake. It also tastes great in coffee, hot chocolate, cream cocktails, as a shot or on the rocks. Definitely an awesome one on today. Kahlua can be used in so many different tasty drinks, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Definitely a great one to celebrate on today, National Kahlua Day. I think mm, I actually haven't had it in coffee yet. I think I would enjoy it in some coffee, but I normally have it in my hot chocolate if I'm going to enjoy some Kahlua. So definitely an amazing one on today, especially on these cold winter evenings. Hopefully, you guys can enjoy some hot chocolate with some Kahlua to warm yourself up from getting into that from that cold winter day. We do have a nice winner, as Not Me Man over at VFW Spring Lake Park is using a little reverse psychology as they take home $17.90 on our Musco prize. Great job to you, Not Me Man, as we now get enrolled into this game number 4. In this game number 4, that minor prize is now sitting at 58 balls or less. $113 available there. Should be a blast to see who ends up taking this one home. As you guys just have 2 minutes to get enrolled into this game, I'm going to continue highlighting some national days. Next up on our National Day list, we have National Retro Day. On February 27th, National Retro Day takes us back to a time before smartphones and the internet. Definitely an interesting one, as I have lived my entire conscious life with. I mean, at least the internet. Maybe not smartphones the entire time, but I do remember. I honestly, I think smartphones for the majority as was a BlackBerry considered a smartphone? That would be, my first experience with a smartphone. If so, BlackBerry was a brand of smartphone and other related mobile devices and services. Yeah, definitely was a smartphone. Very interesting stuff. So basically my entire life I've had smartphones and internet in my life. So it's definitely interesting to talk about, as I probably can't expand on the topic nearly as much as I should be able to. But I can throw back to some of my favorite retro TV shows that I grew up watching, as my dad didn't definitely had me watching some of the absolute classics, as I used to love the Boomerang shows, whether it was the old Smurfs cartoon. uh, I gotta look up some of the best Boomerang shows. As there was Looney Tunes. I remember Snorks as a very very fun one on that Boomerang. Wacky Racers was another one of my favorites. I always remember Penelope Pitstop for some reason, as well as the villain of that one that had the dog that just used to rah rah rah, which I always thought was funny for some reason. So it definitely is a fun one there. National Retro Day. Whatever's retro to you, enjoy on today. Maybe it's cars, maybe it's music, maybe it's entertainment, whatever is that retro enjoyment. Definitely check it out on today. Next up on our National Day list, we got National Polar Bear Day. Polar Bear Day, also known as International Polar Bear Day. So, not just a national, it's also an international day. It focuses on our attention to conservation efforts to learn more about the famous polar bears, and on February 27th. Very important stuff. Polar bears are iconic, not just for being on our being the mascot of Coca-Cola, but is iconic for just being a sweet animal, as they can reach up to 9 feet tall and weigh up to 1,400 pounds. They use their large, slightly webbed front paws to paddle as they swim. As they are powerful swimmers, some polar bears swim hundreds of miles from land. However, some of the distance may have been covered by floating on sheets of ice. Polar bears have a warm layer of fat covering their thick coat of insulating fur, which helps them live in colder environments. Very, very cool stuff. They're also one of the more terrifying bears, as I'm pretty sure like you never want to run into a polar bear if you're ever out in an area where you could run into a polar bear. But I'm happy to say that I have never had the opportunity to run into a polar bear in the wild. So, so I've never quite worried about that. But it's definitely one that is a interesting topic. Polar bears have always intrigued, as they are so different than the classic bear, and for some reason are way cuter than the classic bear, being in that all white fur. We do have a winner here in this game number 4, as they won that at 60 balls. Nunya over 79 over at Beck's Pub. It's taking home $23.50 in that Great Musco. Great job to you, Nunya, in this game number 4. As we now get enrolled into a game number 5. If you can repeat that performance at 60 balls or less, you should be taking home a minor prize in this upcoming game, as it's clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun, as it's already closing in on $150 as we get enrolled. As you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 5, I would like to continue talking about our national days. Next up on our national day list, it is National Strawberry Day. We continue the February heart shaped and red theme by observing National Strawberry Day on February 27th. These juicy sweet berries can brighten up any dish and are delicious all on their own. Definitely one of the best berries out there to celebrate, as strawberries are delicious. There's many different ways to enjoy them, but there are a few different stories behind how behind the origin of the name strawberry. The more widely accepted version is that the berries were dropped off the leaves and became strewn about the plant. Over time, strewn berries became strawberries. There was a time when strawberry beds were mulched with straw, insulating the plants over the winter, keeping weeds at bay during the growing season, and making them easier to harvest. Another sweet story tells an English children stringing the berries on grass straws and selling the strawberries in their neighborhood. I like all those different renditions. I think it's super fun. So maybe pick some strawberries on today. Obviously, I don't think they're in season right now, but I think it's a delicious one on today. I once worked on a strawberry picking farm. It was one of the first jobs that I ever had. My first job was corn detasseling, and then my second ever job was strawberry picking. As you could tell, I lived in the middle of nowhere, farmland, and so I worked a little odd jobs when I was first getting into the workforce, and strawberry picking was by far my least favorite, as I came into it at the worst time possible, as it was right around my freshman year of high school. As I started off my freshman year under barely 6 foot tall, and then by the end of it, I was a full 6'3", and so I had grown a bunch. I was super lengthy. All my arms had grown so much, and I had to bend over to pick these tiny little plants so close to the ground. It was horrible. I hated it, as I watched these people who are way shorter than me just breeze through these plants, as I'm having my back all cramp up after a day's work. It was terrible. I did it for one summer, and I never went back again. It was not the job for me. But I do love the one perk of the job was that I could eat as many strawberries as I possibly wanted. And so definitely an awesome one on today, National Strawberry Day. As we do have balls dropping and about halfway through this game number 5, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some Twins news, as the Twins have acquired Dodgers outfielder Manny Margot as a part of a 3-player trade, as well as Margot. The Twins have acquired third base prospect Rain Duncan and cash from Los Angeles in exchange for shortstop prospect Noah Miller. According to MLB's Juan Turbi- Toribo. Turbio, Margot slashed a .264, a .310, and a .376 with 4 homers and 38 RBIs in 99 games for the Tampa Bay Rays in 2023. The 29-year-old is a career .255 hitter in 8 years in the big leagues. He was a part of the trade that sent starting pitcher Tyler Glasnow to the Dodgers in December. The trade came as part of a series of moves for Los Angeles. Moments after reports broke of the trade, utility man Hernandez signed a 1-year deal with the Dodgers. Twins were one of the finalists for him. We do have a winner here, as we got Papa Ken over at Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove taking home $162.04 in that amazing game number 5. Congratulations to you, Papa Ken, as we now get enrolled into a game number 6. In this game 6, you'll be working on a double must-go prize. It should be a lot of fun as you get on after it. But I'll be taking a quick break as you guys play the next 2 games. I'll be back in just a little bit to give out some more great prizes as you compete through these awesome game day bingo matchups. Hello, guys, and I'm here for the next 5 games of Game Day Bingo. Should be a lot of fun as we see who takes home these amazing prizes. As we just finished up 2 games, we did see a double must go prize go out in that first game that I missed, as we saw. $48.10 got to Bobby Z over at Briel's Den. Good job to you, Bobby Z, taking home that nice prize. We also saw another must go prize go out earlier as a nice prize of $15 went out to Coyote over at Leo's Bar New Market. Congratulations to both of our winners in those 2 games that I missed, as you guys are now getting rolled into this great action. Where I left you guys off, we were talking about the acquisition that we made for our twins, Manny Margot, as well as Rain Duncan, and some cash from Los Angeles. Not too bad. If you guys want to send some support for the Twins, actually play the awesome ETAB game that we teamed up with the Twins for, called Twins Win. You can check out that home run derby bonus round. See if you take home those grand slam prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun playing that amazing ETAB game, so check it out. You guys do have balls now dropping in this game right here. And we're playing some game day bingo action. As you guys have been playing this game day bingo action, you've been earning points towards the game day bingo standings. Those standings have been very competitive so far in this season 15. And we'll start off on the player side of those standings, as we have a 3-way tie in 10th currently between Scott over at the Old Log Cabin, Sydney over at Maynard's of Excelsior, and Stingray over at the Lodge on Lake Mazaska, all with 37,000 points. With 38,000 points in ninth place, we got Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge. Then we head into another tie, as both players are in 7th place, and that's Dano over at Friends Bar and Restaurant and Snowflake at Eagles Rochester. They both sit with 42,000 points. With 45,000 points in 6th place, we got Brother Nate over at Chaspy's Cherokee Sirloin. 5th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 47,000 points in 5th. With 49,000 points in 4th place, we got Rock Rider at the Incline Station Bowling Center. As our 3rd place player is Ben W at the L&M Bar with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points in 2nd place, we got Cheese at the Beartown Lounge. As our number 1 player, no one even close to them, it's Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with a whopping total of 163,000 game day bingo points. Congratulations to Call Me Jen, earning so many points. And we can't wait to see who takes home the nice must go prize, as well as a few points in this game day bingo right here. So before I get into those location standings, we have our winner. Kirk over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill Crystal is taking home $13.80. Amazing job to you, Kirk, in this awesome game of Game Day Bingo, as you guys will now be getting enrolled into this next matchup, a game which will be a game number 9. As we get enrolled into a game number 9, that minor prize will be clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to grow those prizes. $63 already available there and only growing. As you guys are waiting to get into this next game, I would like to highlight the location side of the game day bingo standings. And we will start in ninth place, actually, as we have a 2-way tie in ninth, as we got the Beartown Lounge and Moe's, both sitting with 74,000 points. With 75,000 points in eighth place, we got Jasper's Cherokee Sirloin. A 2-way tie in sixth, as Maynard's of Excelsior and Municipal Liquor Store Akeley have the exact same score, both with 77,000 game day bingo points. With 85,000 game day bingo points in fifth place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park, as the Medford Liquor Store sits in fourth with 101,000 points. With 118,000 points in third place, we have Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards, as our second place location is the L&M Bar with 147,000 points. With 241,000 points in first place, running the show along with that number 1 player, it's JR Mac. Congratulations to JR Mac and all those locations that have been having a blast playing that game day bingo, as well as those players who've been having a blast earning some great cash prizes and some points in those game day bingo standings. If game day bingo isn't your main squeeze though, maybe check out some of our awesome eTab games. We have a great eTab game that fits with the winter season, Raging Snowman. You can immerse yourself in the midst of the snowstorm, select the right snowman, and you'll take home a huge cash prize. Or see if you can throw yourself a jackpot prize in the exciting snowball toss. It's always a great time playing those eTabs. Raging Snowman, a great option for you. But there's over 70 different Charitable eTab options for you to choose from. So play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All these games have low bets ranging from 50 cents to $5 and also include exciting bonus and free play rounds. So definitely check out the amazing options that you have right there on your iPads to play right now. We now just have 15 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming game. Over $11,000 of total prizes in this upcoming matchup. So do not miss out on this amazing opportunity. As we work through this opportunity, we do have some music history I'd like to cover. And we start off with a little 1980 music history as Michael Jackson wins his first Grammy, winning Best R&B Performance for "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." That is a good one. Other winners include Donna Summers for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance for "Hot Stuff," Earth, Wind and Fire with Best R&B Group Vocal Performance for "After the Love Is Gone," and the Doobie Brothers for Record of the Year and Song of the Year with "What a Fool Believes." Very cool stuff. Some great music there. So maybe listen to some Michael Jackson, "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough," "Hot Stuff," "After the Love Has Gone," or maybe "What a Fool Believes," as they all won some awards at the Grammys on today in 1980. Also on today in music history, but this time in 1993, we're talking about Whitney Houston's single, "I Will Always Love You," a fantastic rendition, reaches its 14th week at the number one spot, a new record but in 1995, that record is broken by "One Sweet Day" by Mariah Carey and Boys to Men. Very cool stuff. "I Will Always Love You" is a classic and definitely a great one by Whitney Houston. I mean, to have it just be a killer song. Definitely a great one there. As originally, I think was a Dolly Parton song, if I'm not mistaken. As I think, yeah, Dolly Parton released it in 1974. Whitney Houston went and ran with it with her amazing voice in 1992, and deservedly so, was at that number one spot for 14 weeks. Very cool stuff in 1993 on today. But right here in this game right now, we got some great players as Bob over at Third Rail Bar and Grill is taking home $17.30 in that great win. Great job to you, Bob, in this game number 9. But now we'll be getting enrolled into a game number 10. In this game number 10, we'll be working on an amazing minor jackpot as it's now clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. We'll be excited to see who ends up taking home that amazing prize. I mean, already at $93, maybe even hitting that $100 mark by the time we get enrolled, as you guys have 2 more minutes to get into this upcoming game. So don't miss out as you guys are getting enrolled into this upcoming game. I would like to talk about some PGL action, as later tonight we got MegaSota game night. That's going to be happening at 6:40 tonight. And if you want to be earning points for that action, sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. Not only do those players get to compete for points on those amazing specialty nights, but they also get insider info, which gives you awesome action, as well as a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great info you won't want to miss. And, another fun reason to get signed up at pgl.world is we highlight all the players who get signed up at pgl.world. And some of our new members are Tams Maltz 4, Jabber 469, Killian, Rosie 89, Tag, Danny Kitty, Bold Moves, McGee, Marlin, L Pen 17, Drewski, Frofro, as well as City Angel 80. Congratulations to all those players getting signed up. Very great names out there getting after it now in those PGL standings. As you guys have just 50 seconds to get enrolled into this next game of Game Day Bingo, I would actually like to talk about those PGL standings, as we have an awesome top 10 players. As 10th place starts off with Drumskeet over at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato, sitting with 518,140 points. Ninth place is the great player Ms. Wolf at the Super Bowl in Ramsey with 530,775 points. With 547,960 points in eighth place, we got Nelly at Brian's Bar and Grill Stillwater. As our seventh place player is Player over at American Legion Rice with 571,710 points. With 617,055 points in sixth place, we have Jobu over at the Municipal Liquor Store Millerville. Fifth place is Mr. Wolf at the Super Bowl Ramsey with 618,445 points. With 681,310 points in fourth place, we have Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove. As our third place player is Dilly Bars over at JJ's Bowl and Lounge North Branch with 682,080 points. With 872,400 points in second place, we have Jay Love over the Tasty Pizza Bar and Bowl in St. Francis as our number one player. Is none other than Joe M over the Sandbar 2 in Detroit Lake, sitting in the 1 million point club with 1,019,795 points. We'll see if any other players can get into that 1 million point club tonight. Should be a lot of fun to watch players get after it. But some of the top locations to play those games at is starts off in 10th place with the Shortstop Tavern in Coon Rapids with 615,390 points. With 617,055 points in ninth place, we got the Municipal Liquor Store Millerville in Brandon. Eighth place is Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove with 681,310 points. With 705,050 points in seventh place, we got VFW East St. Cloud. Sixth place is the Riverside Store and Tavern in Litchfield with 793,309 points. With 907,565 points in fifth place, we got the Tasty Pizza Bar and Bowl in St. Francis. Fourth place is JJ's Bowl and Lounge in North Branch with 927,280 points. And now, with 1,015,260 points in third place, we got the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato. Second place is Sandbar 2 in Detroit Lake with 1,019,795 points. And the number one location is the Super Bowl in Ramsey with 1,149,220 points. Great job to the Super Bowl in Ramsey, as well as Joe M. Player and location at the top of those PGL standings. But back to Game Day Bingo, as we did move past that minor jackpot, as we are now giving out a $21.90 Musco prize to Tam 59 over at the Rail 19 Bar and Grill in Lonesdale. Great job to you, Tam 59, in this amazing game number 10, as we'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 11, as the excitement continues to try and take home that minor jackpot as it clicks up from 60 to 62 balls or less. Can't wait to see who ends up taking that one home as we continue to work through this awesome game. As we are working into this awesome game, I would like to talk a bit about our Minnesota Wild. As just in our last matchup, we saw Kirill Kaprizov had 2 goals and an assist. Matt Zuccarello had a career high 4 assists, and the Minnesota Wild beat the Seattle Kraken in dominant fashion 5-2 on Saturday night. In that game, we saw Marcus Johansson, Matt Boldy, and Dakota Mermis all score for the Wild, who actually built up that 5-1 lead 7 minutes into the second period and then held on to it for the rest of the stretch. I mean, very impressive stuff by them, and it hopefully leads to good gameplay for us tonight, as we are going to be taking on the Hurricanes tonight at 7 p.m. This will be a fun at-home matchup for our Minnesota Wild, as we sit at 28, 24, and 6. The Hurricanes sit at 34, 18, and 6. Let's see what the odds predictions are for this game. as we'll see the Wild are turning their season around with their offense stepping up and scoring 3.16 goals per game with 9 goals in the last 2 games. Kirill Kaprizov, Joel Eriksson Ek, and Matt Zuccarello have scored 65 goals and 102 assists to lead the top two lines. But the rest of the offense has been great as well. Matt Boldy, Marco Rossi, Ryan Hartman have combined for 55 goals and 55 assists, while defenseman Brock Fabers has added 4 goals, 30 assists from the point to put the offense over the top. The offense has been great, but the defense has struggled, allowing 3.29 goals per game. Brock Fabers and Jonas Broden have 5.7 defensive point shares, but the rest of the unit has struggled, allowing opponents to find open shots on the net with ease. In addition, goaltender Philip Gustafsson has struggled with a .896 save percentage and a 3.23 goals against average on 983 shots, with a negative 7.3 goals saves above average. Definitely not what we want to see, but we're hoping to get a nice win there. We are not the favorites in this matchup, but I still think we can end up getting the win. That home crowd advantage hopefully pushes us to the win, and you guys can send some luck to our Wild by playing the great E-Tab we teamed up with the Minnesota Wild for. Let's go Wild. That's the name of the E-Tab, and you can even check out the awesome Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself a jackpot prize. It's definitely a fun time playing that Wild themed bingo in that E-Tab action. So go check it out. See what kind of great prizes you can be taking home. While you're taking home great prizes, here's just a friendly reminder that when you're playing pilot games, not to forget to share awesome player pictures with us. We absolutely love seeing your smiling faces. If it happens to hit a jackpot, hold up your iPad and show off that happy face with the jackpot message. We'd love to celebrate with you. We can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends, your favorite bartender. To share your pics, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag Pilot Games, or email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. We can't wait to see all the fun moments you capture. So send them in. You could even see them in the enrolling screen a little bit down into the corner over down there once we start getting enrolled. So should be a lot of fun as we love celebrating those amazing players. As we're coming down to the final few balls to drop in this game, trying to give out that 62 ball or less minor prize, still have a 10 ball run up before we click past it. But that prize is sitting at $147. Meme is right now 2 balls away. We'll see if they could end up taking it home. Shrub, Mac, and Gumby have all joined in at that 2 ball away mark as we wait to see if anybody can take this one home. 60 balls now have dropped in this matchup. Now, a few players are 1 ball away, as we'll see if any of those three can take home the prize. And there it is on the final ball to try and give out that minor jackpot. We have $147 going out. That's going out to Steve over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Congratulations to you, Steve, in this amazing game number 11. We'll now be getting enrolled into the final game of lunchtime bingo, a little bit of game day bingo action, as we will have that $33 must go prize growing and rolling into this next game for a double must go matchup. So make sure you guys get enrolled as well, as we hope to give out that double must go to one of you lucky players at any ball count over 52 balls or less. As we are getting enrolled, I would like to talk a bit about some Vikings news, as we have a 2-round mock draft that falls perfectly for the Minnesota Vikings. This was done. This mock draft that we're covering is done by DraftWire's Kurt Popejoy. Very cool stuff. As Popejoy decided to forego the quarterback position for the Minnesota Vikings to take the Swiss Army knife out of Iowa cornerback Cooper DeJean with the 11th pick. Definitely a perfect fit for that Brian Flores defense, as Cooper DeJean brings a versatile corner that can do a lot of different things. He can go out there and play multiple different positions. He has a lot of upside at 6'1", 207 pounds. Definitely doesn't lack in size, and I think he's going to prove a lot of people that the athleticism is there as well once he performs. I think he's going to perform, hopefully perform at the combine. He this past season had a fantastic year as he had 41 total tackles, had 26 solo tackles, 15 assist tackles, and played some amazing defense. A little bit shy of his 2022 season, where he had 59 solo tackles, but was a just such a hard defensive, great defensive back that they just didn't throw it his way too often in this 2023 season. I'm a big fan of Cooper DeJean. I think he is going to break the mold of cornerbacks in the NFL and come out there and play some really, really good snaps. He had 2 interceptions, 5 pass breakups, and he just plays some really solid defense. He's one of those cornerbacks that turns into the wide receiver at certain points where you'll see the ball in the air, and if you don't see which team threw the ball, you'll think that Iowa was on offense just with the way he's running out there and catching it over the shoulder, catching in multiple angles, has really good hands. And if you want any convincing on his great athleticism, just watch his high school basketball mixtape as he's dunking on everybody in that video. So definitely like this pick. I'm a fan of him as a cornerback coming over to the Vikings. I think his versatility as an athlete can really be shown off in that Brian Flores defense. Next up, speaking of quarterbacks, as we talked about them not taking a quarterback in that 11th overall pick, a Popejoy sees an opportunity to take a shot at the future franchise quarterback in the second round and doesn't let it pass. With the 42nd pick, Minnesota takes Washington quarterback Michael Penix Jr. At 42, no matter if Kirk Cousins returns, the value of a possible franchise quarterback is too much to ignore. At the top of the second round, Washington made it to the national championship game this year, mostly behind their explosive offensive plays led by Penix. I like Penix. I think he's one of the guys that I see starting earlier than later in the NFL, which I think is a plus for our Vikings, especially if we're not able to find that veteran replacement. As I see anybody outside of Caleb Williams as kind of project pieces. Drake May has a few, like he doesn't have the best footwork, and so he needs to work on that. There's some trying too much to extend the plays. There's the worry of, I think everybody has this worry about Jaden Daniels, as he takes probably the worst hits I've ever seen out of a running quarterback. Just absolutely gets nailed at times, and that's just once you get to the NFL level, those hits can really be a detriment to your career. I think Michael Penix Jr. brings that deep ball velocity. He can throw it at every level. He threw a bunch of passes at Washington, and I think he could come out there and play some really good snaps for our Vikings, especially if we bring back, if we extend Justin Jefferson and give him all that weaponry. It just helps any young quarterback develop, and I think Michael Penix Jr. would thrive within this offensive system. So definitely not a bad pick by our Vikings in the second round, taking up a guy that has been projected in the first round in many mock drafts. We do have a winner here, as LEW is taking home a nice $53.20 Musco prize. A great double Musco going out to you guys in that amazing game. We do have an amazing game that we teamed up with the Vikings for, called Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and take home a jackpot prize in that amazing matchup. But in this matchup that you guys are getting enrolled for, you guys are about to get after a great game called Lucky for Bingo. There's $131,000 available in this game, so do not miss out. As you guys get enrolled into this game, I do have a player spotlight, as RBN was our biggest winner from this weekend over at JR Mac. And JR over and being the biggest winner, they took home $53,986. And at JR Mac, they supported the St. Paul Midway Lions Club. Their mission is to empower Lions Club volunteers and partners to improve the health and well being, strengthen communities, and support those through humanitarian services and grants that impact lives globally, and encourage peace and international understanding. Some really amazing stuff there. And just a reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins.